How's it going, guys, and welcome back to Driving Empire. And yes, I am a bit late to this update because I've been really busy with the Chinese New Year holidays, visiting people and all that, But let's take a look at the new update. I'm like 4 days late, I think, by the time this video is up. And we've got two new cars and one returning limited. So the returning limited is the McLaren Senna DE edition, which I have in this beautiful Malaysian spec. And next up, we've got the Zinger 21C, which we'll be looking at, and we'll be comparing it to the Blackbird, which is the limited edition version. And then lastly, we've got the Lotus Elise GT1, which is a part of the Track Pass. So now that we've seen the cars that are coming, the cars that are here and the new returning limited, let's actually take a look at the returning limited first, which is the Senna DE edition. As you can see, we got the beautiful Malaysian spec, and this car it's basically the same as the stock Senna, the Senna from McLaren factory. And yeah, everything is basically the same. There's not really a difference in performance. The performance is just the same as the Senna. This is just a limited edition, or like a Driving Empire limited edition. So there's nothing really new about this, just a different livery. And also you can look at the C Zinger. So as you can see, there are two C Zingers. There's the Blackbird and the 21C. Now the difference in these two cars is actually the exhaust and the interiors. Those are the only different things. So here we got the C Zinger 21C, and here's the interior of it. And you can already see there's quite a difference in the interiors with this and the Blackbird. And then of course we got the exhaust. So there's two here, but the Blackbird does not have exhaust up here. So if you do a little rev, you see that there's actually a third exhaust on top. And the engine bay looks a lot better. So if you open up right here, look at that. A little fun fact, this, like the engine structure is like the chassis is supposed to look like a human bone structure, which is really cool. This is all done by AI. You can see the exhaust, and you can see that there's actually there's not like a plaque here that tells you what it is. It just says 21C. And yes, the performance is the same. There's not much difference in the performance. This is just the shop version. There's the limited and the shop version. So yeah, but this car is really good for like racing. If you tune this, it has one of the fastest accelerations, and you can get this thing to go to like 250 miles or 280 miles per hour with NOS. Yeah, this car is very nice to drive. I really do like the fighter jet kind of cockpit. And of course, just in case you guys are wondering, differences, yep. As you can see, you can really see kind of a difference already. So you go with the free cam, and on top there's no third exhaust. It just says Blackbird. And if you go into the interior, you can tell that there is already a difference. There's not like a screen over here, and the screen's up there instead. So yeah, you can see a little bit of difference. And of course, you want to look at the back. And as you can see, there is the plaque right there telling you it's a limited edition 1 of 4. This is very rare. And of course, the engine looks a lot more different. And now let's take a look at the GT1. So if you go Lotus Elise GT1, that startup is beautiful. I love that startup. Of course, here's the interior of it. Very stripped out. It is race car focused, which is probably why it's a track pass car. And something cool is that you can just, it doesn't open up like, like a Pagani where like the back will open up. It actually just disappears. So you can take the front out. So you can see like those little the radiators in the front. Of course, in the back you see that beautiful engine. So that right there you're looking at is a mid-mountain 3.5 liter twin turbo V8, which is really cool. And this produces about 580 horsepower, which is it's still gonna be really fast because this thing is probably as light as like a Miata, I'd say. Probably as light as about the same like weight as a Miata, which is really light because it is a track car and it's gotta be very light. There's actually nothing in the interior. All you have is a seat, a mid console, and a steering wheel, and a dash, and whatever that. I think that's a brake. Yeah, and that's really all. And it is a manual as well. It's a manual race car. I could never. And this thing looks really cool. Like, it looks amazing. I don't know why people didn't really like the update. I really do like this car. I love Lotus in general. And these rims as well, got those BBS rims, kind of like BBS looking rims. Really nice. They need to add this as an option. They need to add these rims as an option. I swear, we need more rims. We need our rims to be updated. Our rims, like the in-game rims, were literally from Wave 4. That's how old they are. They're super outdated. And we definitely need an update on them. Of course, being a track car, it's gonna be very good for the track. Yeah, this thing handles very nice. It is a bit heavy. It's not as good as the Zinger, but this car can do some numbers on the track. Now anyways, that's really all in this video. There will be more coming soon. And there will be a video on another game that I've made quite a few content on. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.